Hello, everybody. My name is Isabel Medina Kaiser, and I am the Director of the Office of Disability Services. So basically, the whole thing with the American with Disability Act, it was a civil rights legislation passed in 1990 with many different types of amendments. Basically, a person that is disabled is a person that has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits your major life activity, has a record of such a disability, or is regarded as having a disability. Some of the life activities include, but are not limited to, learning, working, walking, breathing, hearing, seeing, and other physical or sensory functions. Again, this individual qualifies as being disabled. Then accommodations will be put into place to address his or her specific needs. Just wanted to go over some of the possible disabilities that are considered to be accommodated. One is learning disabilities. It could be dyscalculia, which is a disorder specifically as far as math is concerned, dysgraphia, dyslexia. Could be issues of short-term memory. It could be spelling disorders, writing disorders. Could be medical issues. It could be that maybe you're riding down the sidewalk on your skateboard and go boom, and then end up hurting your arm that you write with. It could be things like back injuries. It could be celiac disease, cerebral palsy, migraines, diabetes, MS, thyroid disease. Could be psychological disabilities, which could include ADD, ADHD, antisocial disorders, autism spectrum disorder, depression, anxiety. It could be post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, TBI. Could be that you're a student that has hearing, speaking, or seeing disability. It could be that you are deaf or hard of hearing, speech disorders, and or vision disabilities. The accommodation process right now, we're in between two programs. We used to be using Maxient. We're about ready to go on Hughes Ames. It should hopefully be up by the time school starts. But until that transition has accomplished, you will need to contact our office at disability.services@wichita.edu to request an intake meeting via Zoom. We will send you an email also with some questions. Then you will provide us with documentation of your disability. Once that is done, then we will set up an intake meeting with the intake specialist and discuss accommodations with you. If you are a student that has already registered with ODS and you're needing accommodations for the next semester, you just simply, again, contact our office at disability.services@wichita.edu and let us know that you're requesting continued services for the next semester. Some of the accommodations that we can give is testing accommodations, which could be extended time, testing in a distraction-reduced environment, a private testing room, rest breaks during an exam, especially if you have some medical issues, flexibility with exams and due dates. Again, that's usually for our students that have medical issues. We do the accommodated testing through WSU Testing Services. They are in our same building on the 3rd floor. Could be classroom accommodations, perhaps ability to stand in the class, note-taking. We do have a thing called a smart pen, which actually records the class, but also records what you're writing, which can be very beneficial for students that have issues with note-taking. It could be things like service animal. It could be that maybe you have diabetes and need to be able to test your blood. Could be discussion about emergency evacuation assistance. Could also be academic or non-academic accommodations. Could be priority class registration. That's typically, again, for our students with medical issues. Emergency evacuation, as we stated before, single room. However, if you're trying to do that now, all the rooms are pretty much divvied up as far as single rooms and stuff. It could also be that you're needing to bring your emotional support animal. We also have, it should be actually golf van, or sorry, van instead of golf carts, because we have been able to get a van to help some of our students get from point A to point B. But again, point A to point B is usually from your dorm to your classroom if you have issues of mobility. We're also really emphasizing accommodations for practicums, internships, and clinics. So we'll definitely talk about that. So if you're in a practicum, internship, or clinical and you have a disability, please contact our office. The information is confidential. It does not state, when you get your degree, it does not say engineering with accommodations. As far as your disability is concerned, the accommodation letters does not list your disability. That's up to you if you choose to divulge that. Again, just want to really emphasize the word transition. This is your time to transition, specifically with your making sure that you know how to take your medication, knowing how to order your medication, some of those issues. Again, some of the things that you can do to get involved with our office is there's now a college diabetes network that's in the process of becoming a club. We have a Disability Honor Society. You have to have a 3.0 GPA. We need work study positions. If you're interested, go through Handshake. We need volunteer note takers. We're also looking at putting together a mentoring program. So if you're interested in any of those, please give us a call. And again, ODS contact information, Office of Disability Services. We're located in Grace Wilkie Hall, room 203. Our phone number is 316-978-3309. Our email again is disability.services@wichita.edu, and our website's listed on the screen.